Hey dancers, welcome. So today I have a low impact workout for you. We have a client of ours who is coming back from an injury, so we decided to make this little video dedicated to her so that she will have a nice low impact workout to do while she's recovering. So the main focus of this workout is going to be balance and also isolating sides, so that you have that single leg strength, because we all have one leg that's stronger than the other, and the goal is always to try and make them as even as possible. So we're going to be doing 45 seconds of the exercise and then 15 seconds of rest. We have all totally different exercises. There's no repeating in this workout, and there's no jumping. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just get started. We're just starting with squats, nice and easy to start it off. Here we go. Dragging the knees over the toes, just getting a little warmed up. Got about 30 more seconds before our first rest. You're gonna have your hands wherever you want them. And have them on your hips to check and make sure that you're nice and even. And if you're not even now, you're gonna be by the end of this. And let it relax for 15 seconds. Next, we're gonna be taking a squat, but we're gonna be rotating the heels in and out. So you can either rotate on the toes if you want to, or rotate on the heels. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, starting up. So we have squat and then turn out. Squat and turn out. Squat, turn out. Just 45 degrees is fine. Don't forget to breathe. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, let it relax. We're coming down to the floor for our next exercise. So we're gonna be doing a, tabletop with the knees hovering, and we're just holding for the first set. Here we go, up. So just hovering the knees, keeping a nice long spine. Really pressing into the hands. Try and keep the knees as close to the floor as you can without actually touching the floor. Remember to keep breathing. 15 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, let it relax. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna be tapping the knees, opposite hand to me. I'll show a couple variations as well. So first variation is you can just tap the opposite knee, or you can lift the hand and the foot, whichever one you prefer. Goal here is to try and keep yourself as stable as possible. So try not to peel open this way. Try and keep your chest as close to parallel to the floor as you can. Ten more seconds of this, and then we've got side lunges next. And let it relax. So hopping up, just regular side lunges, going side to side. We're gonna start with the legs parallel for this one. You can have your hands wherever is comfortable again. I like to have my hands on my waist just to check in and see how we're doing with the stabilization. 45 seconds here. And after this, we're gonna get a little more intense. So here again, tracking the knees forward for now. We're gonna come into rotation in a moment. 15 more seconds. Three, two, one, and let it relax. All right, this next one, we're gonna come to turned out position. And we're gonna be working in some mobility here. So, coming down into a turned out side lunge to start. Here we go. So you're here. Now, hands can be wherever's comfortable again. You're gonna pulse. Nice and slow and controlled. So this workout is gonna be more slow and controlled movement than it is like fast-paced, jumping, high intensity. But hopefully we're still gonna get sweaty and feel a burn. So really making sure the knees are tracking over the toes. It can be at whatever degree of turnout you can maintain. Pulsing here. Getting strength and stretching. Making sure this knee is still facing up towards the ceiling, not rolling. Sorry, we went a little bit longer there. I went into the break a little bit. I'll give you an extra second before we get into the other side. Ready? Here we go. Nice big deep breaths. Really trying to make sure that you're not tilting your pelvis back. You want to have a nice neutral pelvis. Woo, losing my balance. 15 more seconds. Three, two, one, let it relax. All right, so next exercise we have here is our reverse lunge to knee drive. So you have the option to add in a releve here. So we're just taking our reverse lunge, knee drive up. You have the option to rise if you want to. Totally up to you. Try and count, so you can try and make sure you do the same amount on both sides. Here's 4 for me. Two more, 9. And 10. And we're just taking a quick break before we go into the second side. So I did 10 on the first side, so I'm gonna aim for 10 on the second side. If you did more or less, try and make it even. Here we go. Ooh, my balance is not doing so well today. Really try and keep the chest upright, nice and open across. Last one here for me. And take a quick break before we get into our next exercise, which is going to be similar. We're gonna do a reverse lunge into a modified pistol squat. So you have the option to do a full pistol squat. If you want to, I'll show both options. So starting your reverse lunge, and then coming through just the ball of the foot on the floor. So you're really staying on this side. 2, 3, 4. Now, if you want, you can come to a pistol squat and then come back. Very challenging. And coming back. So that is an option as well, or you can just do the modified version. One more here, and relax. We're gonna do that on the other side. That one side is burning. 5 more seconds of rest. Here we go. So starting with that first option, you can just come with the toes. 2, 3. Nice and controlled, really feeling that one leg. And if you feel like the challenge, coming to your full pistol squat. Takes a lot of leg strength to do that version. So feel free to stay here and work your way up to that full version. Shake out that leg, taking a break for 15 seconds. Next, we have a warrior 3 position to that modified pistol again. So warrior 3, you're gonna be like a T with your body. So we're starting here. You have your leg out to the back and your torso facing down. We come in, just tap the toes to the floor, coming back. Make sure you don't lock completely into this standing knee, especially if you have hyperextension, meaning your knee can straighten so much that it goes back the other way. Now, again, slow and controlled is the aim of this movement. And try and keep count of how many you've done. I think I'm gonna do 5 on each side. Last one here. And shake out the leg. So, you want a nice straight back in the front, and you wanna try your very best to have your shoulders completely parallel to the floor. Here we go, other side. So coming back, and nice and slow and controlled down, keeping the hips level. So having your hands on your hips here is really good so that you know that you're not opening up. Your hips should be square. And also try and make sure you're not sitting into your supporting hip. You want to have a little bit of space in that hip joint. I'm going to do 2 more here so I'm even on both sides. Reaching the chest forward even as you bend. And let that relax, give that leg a shake. All right, getting sweaty. All right, next we have a crisscross pistol squat. So we're gonna come into a one-legged squat, and then our working leg's gonna be doing some crazy stuff. So, starting on my left leg. Now, I'm gonna take a nice bend in this leg. I'm gonna take this foot across, give it a little tap on the outside, tap on the other side. Take it across, 2. 3. Keeping the bend in this knee. 4. 5. Just tapping the toes, there should not be weight on your toes. 6. 7. And 8. Shake it out. So whatever number you had on the first side, I did 8. Try and make yourself even. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. My husband's over here laughing at me. smiling, he says. He corrected. I tried to get him to do the workout with me. He said no. 4, 5, 6, 2 more, nice and slow and controlled. 7, last one here. And shake out the legs. All right, few more exercises left, only 5 more minutes of work. Next, we have calf raises. Again, doing one side at a time. You can hold on to something if you'd like. I'm gonna have my wall nearby, but I'm gonna try my best to do it without. Here we go. Hands can be wherever you want them for balance. And I'm doing this in a turned out position, but you can do it parallel if you want. Ooh. Bad side on a squishy yoga mat never goes well. Take it at your own pace. Oh, let it relax. Take it at your own pace. Hold on to something if you need to. As you can see, balance is tough with that one. We got 5 more seconds. We're gonna go into the other side. Here we go. And keeping the hips level, chest open. Nice big deep breaths. If you lose your balance, just come back in. Do your best. Five more seconds. And shake out that leg. We only have a few more exercises left to do. So we have pulses in second. We're gonna have the option to raise the heels. So starting in a wide second position, turned out, however much you can be, and coming down into pulses here. A couple options. You can lift and lower, one side at a time, or if you're feeling really crazy, you can come up onto both balls of the feet. Be very mindful here. This is a position where it's really easy to sickle, and we don't ever want to be weight bearing on a sickle. So if you're here on the balls, make sure you're pushing into your middle toe, because you want to make sure, come out of it, you want to make sure that you're not pulsing like this. Yuck, we don't want to do that. Coming to the center of the foot. We've got one more exercise to do on both sides, and we're going to be coming back to that warrior 3 position and then doing a front lunge. So from here, warrior 3, bring it up and through, lunge. Take it back. Scary. On the way back, coming through. Push up. Breathing. 3, 4, 5. So for me, 5 is the perfect number of those to do in the amount of time, but however many you can fit in, as long as you do the same on both sides. Here we go, last one. So, warrior 3, stretching that leg actively behind you, bring it through, lunge. The wall is my friend today. Oh my goodness. Really pushing through. And move confidently when you come to one foot. I think that's my problem. When I'm not confident enough, I wobble because I'm anticipating falling over. If you tell yourself you're not going to fall over, you'll be okay. And finishing here. All right, very good. That is all of our exercises. So let's just do a really quick little cool down. I'll pause my timer here. Coming to the back of your mat or wherever your space is. Reach the arms up. Take your left wrist with your right hand. You're gonna reach up and over. I'll show it this way, actually, it's a little easier. Reach it up and over. And optional, you can take that left leg to cross behind so you get a nice stretch along the side of the body. Stretch out that fascia. And take it to the other side, so taking the right wrist, crossing back. If the cross back doesn't feel good, you can always stay here and make sure you're grounding into both feet, wherever feels good. And now opening the arms up, coming forward to fold. Now, generous bend in the knees here. Even if you can flatten yourself out like a pancake with straight legs, just because you can doesn't necessarily mean you should. It can be bad for your joints. So, purposely giving a bend to the knees here and letting the head go. Relax. That was more for me than anybody else. I like to hold a lot of tension in my neck. And we're just gonna walk out to a little downward facing dog. Now, this is a movement that I saw a yoga YouTuber do, and I'm just in love with it now. So we're gonna do this stretch. You're gonna take your right leg up. You're gonna bring it forward. And you're gonna place your knee down, tuck your other knee behind, make enough space between your feet to press back. And find this crisscross position. If it's a little too much, you can always adjust the angle of the front leg so that your foot's farther away. It'll adjust the stretch. But I am nice and warm right now. I don't know about you guys, but I do feel quite ready to surrender into some stretches. And coming forward, back the way we came. First the left foot steps back, then the right foot, and come back to our downward facing dog. Same thing other side, reaching that left leg up, and bring the knee in. So your knee should be about like the center, where your belly button is, and then you can take the shin in a turned out position so that you can tuck that other knee behind, and then take that shin slightly turned out as well, so you can make room for your seat to come through. Adjusting where the feet are to make it feel right in your body. This shape is so different for everybody that I don't even know what the ideal is because I've seen it done so many different ways. The ideal way is comfortable. And coming forward, same thing, stepping right foot back, left foot back, and come out of it. Just gonna walk your hands back to your feet. Nice big deep breath in, and let it go. Again, bending the knees as much as you need to. And then we're just gonna roll up, nice and slow. And we'll just do a quad stretch to finish off. So, taking the left heel up into the glute. Lifting up in the front. Opening the chest, opening the whole front side of the body here. swap it out. Nice big deep breath. And let it go. We're done. We did it. So, if you're coming back from any sort of injury, you're not hopping yet, you miss moving, this could be a nice alternative. Please make sure to check with a medical professional that is helping you out before you do this workout. Don't just assume because I said it could be an option for coming back from injury. That does not mean that like this is in place of any physio or medical attention that you are already getting. So just keep that in mind as a disclaimer. If you're able to do this workout healthily and happily, we hope you enjoy it, and happy dancing. We'll see you next time.